Hey, it's Tom
and Mike
from Take Time to Travel. We absolutely loved our 4-night fall getaway to Mont Tremblant, Quebec. While we were there, we got to explore the beautiful pedestrian village and try some of its best restaurants and food, including trying some authentic raclette cheese. We also got to check out some of Mont Tremblant's most popular activities, like riding the panoramic gondola, taking a scenic fall boat cruise on Lake Tremblant, ziplining down Mont Tremblant, some off-road ATVing, and more.
And in this video, we put it all together as a travel guide, so to speak, so that hopefully we can help you figure out what to do in Mont Tremblant, Quebec. So without further ado, let's begin with the pedestrian village. The pedestrian village is located right at the bottom of one of the main ski hills and is filled with lots of charming buildings. Love all the colorful roofs. We really enjoyed just walking around the resort village and taking in all of the French European architecture.
The bustling Mont Tremblant village can get quite busy on the weekends, with many tourists coming to explore the many boutiques, shops, and restaurants. Our favorite restaurant in Mont Tremblant is called La Savoie. It's a traditional Swiss eatery serving fondue and raclette in this quaint little cottage here. We ordered the traditional raclette cheese wheel imported from Savoy, which comes with this heater to melt the raw milk cheese onto the plate below. The raclette also comes with some assorted charcuterie, as well as unlimited boiled potatoes and all-you-can-eat green salad. But the best part is unlimited raclette cheese. If you can finish the wheel, they'll bring you more. As the raclette cheese melts, you're supposed to take the back of your knife and gently run it down the cheese to get the cheese on the plate below. Doesn't that look tasty? Then you take the plate full of melted cheese and put it on top of the boiled potatoes and charcuterie. After that, it's time to enjoy the delicious raclette cheese. Oh man, my mouth is watering. It's so cool how they leave the wheel of cheese at your table and you can keep going back and scraping off some more cheese as many times as you like. What an amazing experience.
And sticking with the cheese theme, another restaurant that we really enjoyed in Tremblant was Cheeses. They serve gourmet grilled cheeses. I tried the Power Mom grilled cheese with Griffon raclette cheese, prosciutto, arugula, and pear on house-made sourdough bread. And Tom had the big boy with a breakfast patty, tomato, and a fried egg on house-made bread. For a side dish for the grilled cheese, I got some of their piping hot homemade smoked tomato soup. Both of the grilled cheeses were excellent, but I think they tasted even better when dipped in the smoked tomato soup. Now that's some tasty comfort food.
Just around the corner is another great place for Canadian comfort food called Cul de Castor. They serve beaver tails, which are essentially fried dough pastries, hand-stretched to resemble beaver tails. Mike ordered the avalanche with cheesecake filling and score on top. And I had the tarte aux pommes with apple pie filling with caramel sauce and apple crumble on top. Both of the beaver tails tasted amazing, and we would highly recommend them both.
If you're looking for something free to do, then we would recommend the Cabriolet cable car, which gives you a bird's eye view over the Mont Tremblant Pedestrian Village. The Cabriolet cable car takes you on an approximately 2-minute ride from the base of the pedestrian village up to the top. Along the way, you can get some pretty great views of the village's streets and rooftops. It's pretty neat how the cable cars go right through the middle of the roof in this hotel. And you can see the expansive views of Mont Tremblant's fall colors and the surrounding area, as well as people enjoying the pool down below. What a great way to see Mont Tremblant's pedestrian village! After you get off the cable car at the top of the village, you can walk over to the base of Mont Tremblant to hike on some of its many trails.
We hiked along this trail, which starts beside the main ski hill going into the village. The trail has some rocks and some stairs, but it's definitely worth it to see this picturesque waterfall up close and personal. Wow, look at the size of it. It was such a nice surprise to see this waterfall at the start of our hike. Very cool. As we kept hiking along, we got to see the gondola cable cars going above us. And we got some pretty spectacular views over Mont Tremblant's rooftops. As the hike progressed, we were really able to enjoy the fall colors. Wow, all the red, orange, and yellow leaves are so pretty this time of year. Gorgeous. As we continued along on our hike, we arrived at this lookout point which had breathtaking views over Lake Tremblant and the surrounding area. What a remarkable view! On a few different occasions, we also got to see some local wildlife up close and personal. It's unbelievable that these 2 deer let us get this close to them. I've never seen deer this friendly before. Now, right beside the trail that we hiked on is the main ski hill that goes into the village. The ski hill has this huge red chair on it, which is a great spot for pictures. After I jumped up into the chair, it was Mike's turn to hop up too. After he jumped up, it was time for a quick selfie before we made our way down the mountain to check out the other activities in Mont Tremblant.
Near the bottom is this luge track where the drivers race down a 1.4 kilometer long track through 24 twists and turns on a 3-wheel cart. Wow, that sure does look like fun. Another activity that was a lot of fun was ziplining down Mont Tremblant with Zip Trek Eco Tours. To start the 5-line zipline tour, the staff set out all of the equipment. Then, it was time for everyone to step into their harness and get strapped in. Next, the staff hooked up the zipline trolley, which is the device that actually attaches to the zipline. After everyone was all suited up in their equipment, and their trolley was securely attached, it was time to board the panoramic gondola to take us up to the top of Mont Tremblant.
You can also take the panoramic gondola without going ziplining. Tickets can be purchased at the ticket office at the base of the mountain for $23.64 plus tax, which is a little bit more expensive than if you buy them online in advance. During the ride up the 875-meter tall Mont Tremblant, you get to see lots of amazing fall colors throughout the mountain. When you look out the back window, you get some panoramic views over Lake Tremblant, the ski runs, and the surrounding area. There's even some great views out the side as well. And the views just keep on getting better and better the higher up the mountain that you get. Autumn is a great time to visit Tremblant. Wow, love all the fall colors.
After that lovely panoramic gondola ride, it's time to walk off the cable car and head over to the first zipline tower, which is located right beside this lookout point, which has phenomenal views overlooking the back of the mountain. Since it was my first time ziplining, it was a little bit nerve-wracking getting to the top of the first tower, and they said this is the smallest zipline to get you warmed up for the rest. After they opened the gate, I walked out, prepared myself, and then I stepped off the edge of the platform to begin my adrenaline-filled descent down the first zipline. Woohoo! Now that's a lot of fun. After the first zipline, you walk up a few flights of stairs to get to the next one. The second zipline is way bigger than the first one. Stepping out of this gate was much more nerve-wracking. What do you think, Tom? Could you do this?
Not a chance.
But I'm glad that I did. It was a lot of fun. Although I did spin around quite a bit near the top, as you can see in the video footage. So unfortunately, the footage didn't turn out too well. But near the bottom, I was more steady, so you can see the beautiful fall colors all over the mountain. Very pretty. Here's what it looks like when zipliners come in for a landing. For the third zipline, You have to walk through the forest for a little bit to get to this platform here. This was one of my favorite zip lines. Wow, look at how long it is! But unfortunately, the GoPro died right at the start of it, so I wasn't able to record the rest of ziplining.
Another exciting activity in Mont Tremblant is dune buggying, or ATVing, which we did on a rainy fall day. We went on a 1.5 hour guided tour and chose this green ATV at the back.
Since Tom was going to be the driver for this experience, he sat down in the driver's seat and closed the door behind him. I hopped in the passenger seat, sat down, we turned on the heater, then we were ready to go.
We had an absolute blast driving along the rocky trails and through the big puddles. We also really enjoyed seeing the picturesque natural scenery and the beautiful fall colors in the trees. Off-road ATVing was definitely one of the highlights of our whole Mont Tremblant trip, and we'd highly recommend it. Even on a rainy day like this, we had a phenomenal time bouncing around on the rocky trails, and the heater kept us warm the whole time.
Now, at $167 plus taxes and fees for one driver and one passenger, it isn't cheap. But we loved it and would probably do it again. After that lovely ride, it was time to relax at the Scandinave Spa in Mont Tremblant. The spa has Scandinavian baths where you can try the ancient Finnish tradition of hydrotherapy, where you immerse your body in a hot-cold relax cycle to energize and rest the body, improving blood circulation, activating the lymphatic system to help detox, and also releasing endorphins. For the hot cycle, there are eucalyptus steam baths, Finnish dry saunas, hot baths, and thermal waterfalls to increase your body temperature. Then, for the cold cycle, there's the Diablo River, Nordic waterfalls, and cold plunge pools. And afterward, to relax, there's fire pits, hammocks, and chairs to enjoy the peaceful scenery. First, I got an hour-long massage, then tried the hydrotherapy, and it was an incredibly relaxing experience.
Another great spot to check out is Lake Tremblant. There are lots of activities you can do on the lake, from sailing, swimming, kayaking, water skiing, flyboarding, and more. But today, we're going to take a leisurely boat cruise on this boat here to enjoy the beautiful fall colors. The entire 1 hour long boat cruise was stunning. We absolutely love seeing the vibrant fall colors all over the mountains, and we'd highly recommend it. After that lovely fall cruise, we headed across the road to check out Chute de la Rivière du Diable, or Devil's River Falls. Wow, incredible!
If you're feeling lucky, you can hop on the free shuttle bus which will take you to the Casino de Mont Tremblant. Since it's a casino, we couldn't film inside, but we can show you the view from the restaurant at the casino called Altitude, which is pretty nice. We tried the food here, which was just okay and overpriced. I had the fish and chips and Tom had the club sandwich. But the beers were cheap and nice and cold.
Overall, we really enjoyed exploring Mont Tremblant, trying its many activities, and enjoying its amazing food. We especially loved the pedestrian village and made a video which goes into more detail on it, which we linked in the description section. We also made a video on the spectacular Airbnb that we stayed in, which we also linked in the description section. As always, we really enjoyed making today's video, and who wouldn't in a beautiful setting like Mont Tremblant, Quebec? And we hope you enjoyed watching it too. If you did, we'd really appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications on our future videos. It really does help with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps our channel to grow.
And remember, take time to travel. Catch you on the next one.